royalty or monarchs are not very much known for their contribution towards science. But Ferdinand II, Duke of Tuscany, devised a seal thermometer which forms the basis of modern thermometers. Edison discovered the bulb. Tesla has so many inventions on his hand that it's difficult to count and impossible to believe that a single person can come up with so much innovations and solutions. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the most versatile scientist, engineer, painter, cryptic worker, had so many innovations, ideas in his name. Newton, Copernicus. When we are thinking about these scientists or person of great eminence, there's one thing common and one thing very different. Duke was rich. Leonardo da Vinci was not very rich. He had the patronage of kings on his later part of life. Tesla was very poor. In fact, he used to work as an assistant in Edison's lab. Then the example of in history is filled with numerous incidents and people who came from different backgrounds. Some were rich, some were poor, not having the best of the resources at their disposal, but still they ran their minds and came up with the things which made the life of coming mankind much easier. Things to learn. You just cannot blame the resources or the events that force you to do something or may stop you from doing another. Like if someone says, I was not so desperate that I would work upon this problem and come up with a discovery. And someone might say, I'm not so rich, I am so rich that I need not work on these type of problems because I can employ people for doing so, why should I do? And there was one thing common, they all had the curious brains, the mind which was not ready to stay silent. It was full of ideas, and they didn't just give up. They wanted to do something and worked hard on it, no matter what their family background were, what the resources were that put them at limitations. If we look down upon history, there are many innovations that happened across the world war. Why? Because this was the time that everyone was so desperate to achieve the maximum and minimum of the resources. Talk about torpedoes, warfare ships, most of the flying machines. The planes had the fastest evolution in that period of time, from simple propeller planes which had not such a long range to the ones as complicated, at least if not as complicated as today, but much better. In later stages, though there are different theories which contradict their claim, but I'm not going into that. The idea is how it could push the humanity and the persons across the globe to achieve the highest of the results earlier believed to be not achievable. So not necessarily it's your situation, condition, resources, or I'll say state of mind has an impact on it. But if you are giving excuses has its own definition, and excuses are meant to give you an escape route from the things you're supposed to do. And these excuses are everywhere. So do not be a part of them. Wherever you are, do your best. Don't think you're alone, aloof, or quite different from others because either you're too rich, either you're too poor. I know it's easier said than done. easier said than done, but still at least try your best. And the example of great person was filled across to give you motivation that how they achieved extraordinary results because they didn't give up. Just keep working. That's all from my side. Thank you.